Ashley, and I wanted to do a quick little reading today on just a simple yes or no question. So anything that you want to ask about, anyone, anything, whatever's on your mind, just try to form it in a way where you're asking yes or no. Is the answer to this question a yes or a no? And again, it can be about anything. Just try to format it in that way where you're looking for yes or no. So we've got 5 groups to choose from today. I kind of had to lay them out a little differently because the cards are freaking huge. But we've got group number 1 up here with the spiral, okay? Group 2, group 3, group 4. It's kind of hard to see this guy over here. And then group 5. All right, so yeah, if you need to take some time and look at these and think about your situation, go right ahead and do that. But I'm going to put the timestamps to each of these readings in the description box below, and just go down there and look for your group, click on your time, and we're going to find out, is the answer to your question yes or no? Okay, group 1. This is interesting how this came out here. So let's get into this. For your yes or no, is it a yes, is it a no? The 8 of Cups is what you got, okay? And so the way this is coming out to me is it's going to depend on how you ask the question. If you are asking, should you walk away from a situation? Should you let it go? The answer is yes. If you're asking, should you stay? Should you fight for it or work on it? The answer is no, okay? So, yeah, that's kind of how I took that. And then when we're asking why, it's basically because something better awaits you than whatever this thing is that you're asking whether or not you should walk away or stay. Something better awaits you in the future, and to continue fighting for whatever this person, thing, current situation is, to continue fighting for this would be to kind of like stall your own growth and put extra obstacles in between you and what you actually want, what you really want. You know what I mean? Like, you could get to it a lot quicker, a lot sooner if you just kind of took this loss, accepted it, and moved on. This would be the logical, the rational thing to do. So if it's helpful to look at things kind of from an emotionally detached perspective, where you're looking at your core values and your future goals and plans and who you are fundamentally as a person, what you want out of your life, you know? Does this person, situation, thing, whatever it is that you're asking about, does it match that? Does it actually match you? Again, coming from a detached place emotionally, sexually, anything like that. Just looking at just the facts of, does this align with me on my values, you know, on who I am as a person, where I want to go? Does this fit my path? Does it make sense logically and rationally? And that might help you kind of like gain the courage or the strength to leave this behind and go on in the pursuit of what you truly want. If this is like a love relationship type of situation, which it definitely seems like it could be with a lot of the cards here, this is saying that this is not who you're meant to be with. And for some of you, it might be who you're meant to be with, but not right now. So, like, you know, take that however you need to. But continuing to stay in this at the moment would be to continue a cycle that's going to go around and around and around. It's time for you to leave this cycle and start a new one. And again, if this person is meant to come back into your life later on down the road, sure, maybe they are. But you're kind of at a place where this person, I think, has a lot of growing, healing to do if it is like a relationship thing. And that's going to be up to them whether or not they do that. But if you're continuing to try to fight for this connection, you're just going to experience a lot of arguments, a lot of disharmony, a lot of just stress. That's really unnecessary, because you could just choose to let it go, to really like cut your losses, which that sounds terrible. It sounds like I'm making it seem so easy. And I know it's not, but it's like whatever you're dealing with right now is just draining you. And definitely in the long run, it would be better for you to just let this go and to fill your cup back up, and to realign yourself and you know what I mean? Kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, what do I really want? Where am I going? This didn't match that. So how can I do better moving forward in the way of like not ending up in situations or in connections that don't align with me. Kind of like being more intentional, more conscious about it, you know, so that you don't accidentally end up in something that doesn't fit what you truly want. So really like using your imagination to go as big as you want with what you're really wanting to do, where you're really wanting to go. Because again, if this is like a romantic partner, I don't think that they are your person. So it may be an issue of like not really knowing what that is. Who is this person that you truly want? Maybe figuring that out. You know, having like a manifestation journal or something, or even just like a list. Like just really getting clear on who or what you are trying to manifest into your life, rather than trying to like force this thing to work, because this just isn't it. This is like forcing a square peg into a round hole, that kind of thing, you know? So, yeah, that's sort of your answer. Yes, walk away and leave this behind in order to get to something better, or no, don't stay and fight for this. Don't continue um, to count on this situation or this person to somehow just miraculously start working. Like it's not going to, you know? And I think for some of you, you've been in this for like a long time. And so it's just waking up to that realization of some things you can't just make everything work. You know, not everyone is meant to be together in a harmonious union. Not every situation is meant to work out. Some things are meant to be temporary. If this is a job, like maybe that was not supposed to be your job forever. It was like a rung on the ladder, you know? So, whatever your situation may be, just kind of try to apply it to that, I guess. But I hope that made sense. That's what I have. Good luck on your situation. And thank you for watching my video. I hope you'll be back in the future for more. All right, group 2. So, yes or no? It looks like you're asking about whether or not something's going to happen for you, whether or not your manifestation is coming in, basically. And that could mean a lot of different things, depending on who's asking. But it seems like you're wanting to know, when is something going to happen? When is my manifestation going to ground in reality? Like, where is it? Where is this thing that I have been wanting and asking for? So if you're kind of asking like, is this coming? Is it almost here? Whatever. It's like, not yet. The answer is not yet. So I guess it's a no, but it's not like no as in it's not coming or it's not going to happen. It's a not yet. So you could also look at it as a yes, just not yet. You know what I mean? It's like, interesting, because the last one wasn't like a straightforward yes or, I mean, it was, but it's like it depended on how the question was being asked. So whatever you're asking about, is it going to happen? Is it coming? Yes, it is, just not yet. And so why? Why not? Because there's a little bit of work that needs to be done on your part, and it's like I'm getting healing work, some emotional kind of work that needs to be done. So there may be someone that you haven't fully forgiven yet from your past, someone that's hurt you pretty badly, and I think that you have done a lot of healing from this ending or situation or loss, whatever this was. But there's still a little bit there, maybe some resentment, a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of anger, blame. And even though it's not something you probably like notice every day, you may not be thinking about this past person or situation like every day. So you think that it's kind of like done, tied up, and it's over with. It's actually affecting your vibration still. It's still affecting how you're vibrating, like what frequency you're vibrating at. And obviously, if you're trying to manifest something, you want to be vibrating at a very high frequency, right? And being in like a very, very light, happy, magnetic kind of state, you know, filled with just gratitude and just all the high vibrational feelings. And this is what's throwing that off. So it's coming. Whatever you're wanting, it's coming for you. It's happening. But there's something that needs to be tied up here emotionally. And it may be something, if it's something from like your past, it may just be something that you need to heal once again. You know what I mean? Since, that's just kind of how it is. A lot of things, traumatic things that we go through, we have to kind of continue to heal from them. So it may be something like that you need to revisit. But it's something like that that's throwing your manifestation off. So it is coming. It's just like a little bit of work that needs to be done. So it is good that that's in your control. You can do this. It may just take you getting out a journal and kind of like working through some of this, meditating on it, whatever you like to do best, talking to someone about it, singing about it, writing a song about it, whatever. It could be a lot of different things, but however you need to like express this and get this out, it's just a little bit of something that you need to revisit, maybe fully forgive someone, give an apology for some of you, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's just throwing your vibration off a little bit so you're not as magnetic as you could be. Um, yeah. And it's kind of throwing you off. I don't know. It's like, it's almost also like, how do I want to put this? Like you're losing faith a little bit, maybe, and maybe it's because it's like you're asking now, like when is this coming? Is this happening or not? Like where is this thing or person or situation that I've been trying to manifest? Like what's going on? Where is it? It's like you may be getting a little bit disappointed and losing faith in the process, or not really believing in your ability to manifest as much, or in the ability of the universe to help you, whatever it may be. So if you're feeling a little like you're lacking faith or something right now, maybe really focusing on gratitude or like whatever you need to do to kind of bring that back up. But yeah, it's really just that. It's just like getting your frequency in check, honestly. But it is coming. It's coming for you. It's happening. Just got to clear this little blockage right here. That's just kind of like some sort of blockage in your heart. So yeah, you can definitely do this. It's just going to take a little bit of determination and perseverance. And figuring out what that is. And you may already know when you're listening to this, like what that is exactly. So just taking just a little bit of time to work through that again, however is best for you, whatever that may mean. It doesn't have to be like a long 6-month process. It could literally be just like you journaling a few pages or something, or venting to someone about it. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and yeah, definitely don't give up on whatever you're asking about, because it's coming in for you. And you are a very powerful manifester and creator, and you are creating the reality you want in everything that you do and say at every moment. So don't forget that. Don't give up on yourself or your own abilities. You got this. And thank you for watching the video. I hope I'll see you again in the future. Bye, pal tube. Group 3. Okay, so this is not the answer anyone wants when asking for a direct yes or no. But this is basically telling me here that you already know, and it's not wanting to give me a straight yes or no answer necessarily. It's more so you kind of already have a hunch. So whatever that is, like when you came into this reading, if you kind of had a leaning already towards one way or the other, kind of expecting to get a yes or a no, whatever you were kind of already expecting or kind of knowing deep down, it's like whatever your hunch was is correct. The thing is, you may be sort of ignoring that hunch right now. So you may be like, what? I don't have a hunch at all, because it's telling me here too with all these sevens. Yeah, you've got the 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and 7 of Swords, but no 7 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from that here is like you're really wanting something different to happen in the physical than what is currently happening, and you're sort of deceiving yourself into thinking that that's going to happen, even though spiritually you're being told that it's not. You may be receiving messages in your dreams. If you do remember your dreams, if you take a moment to kind of think about what your dream might have meant, that's definitely your dreams are trying to tell you something about the situation. Just your gut, your gut instinct, is telling you this. Even your logical, rational brain would be telling you this, I think. But for some reason, there's something that you're wanting to hold on to here and not let go of. You're wanting to postpone some sort of revelation, some sort of ending, some sort of just realization maybe that you're not ready to have for whatever reason. I am picking up maybe a little bit of like something from your childhood affecting this. So you may be repeating some sort of pattern from your childhood, maybe like even a trauma. And you may be starting now to awaken to that. And that's like a lot. That's a lot, to acknowledge. But yeah, you know the answer to this inside. You actually do. And it's this, there's a lot of avoidance around it. You don't want that to be the answer. You don't want that to be the truth. You don't want that to be the case at all. And you're actually trying to, if anything, like change that, you know? You may be using anything at your disposal, any of your own resources, your manifestation abilities, anything to change that, to literally change the answer, to change what's happening in the physical. And the thing is, it's like, yes, you do have control over your reality to a certain extent, but like you're not going to force something that just isn't your manifestation to be your manifestation, you know, because everyone else, we all have free will. So they have free will also, whoever else would be involved in this. Um, and so you can't just force something to happen that's not meant to happen. So there's like some control over this that you're not wanting to release or let go of. You're being very defensive over what you think should happen, what you really want to happen, what you want to believe is the truth here, because the actual truth is more hurtful and that's not something that you want to accept. But if you can do that and tie it to whatever is going on a deeper level, that like if you are able to tie that to your childhood in some way or some type of old behavior, old pattern or habit that you're just kind of like repeating, you know, unconsciously. If you can tie it to that and figure that out, then that's going to be huge for you in transforming your life and your reality for real, and in finding your way to whatever it is that you are wanting, that you were trying to make this out to be. You know, because this is probably something that there's a reason that this would be hurtful to acknowledge, you know. So it could be something that would take a lot of major change, just a big blow to the ego in some way, like accepting that someone maybe isn't loyal to you or isn't good for you, or accepting that just something isn't going to work out, some type of dream that you may have had. But this is destined. It's destined to be this way because there's something else for you. You know, this is not the end of the road. And by you blocking this and not wanting to acknowledge the actual truth, you are blocking what is destined for you. You know what I mean? Like you're blocking yourself from moving on away from this and moving further. You're just kind of throwing a monkey wrench into the plan. It's not going to change it. It's just going to postpone it, you know? So anyway, I don't know if any of that made sense at all. Sorry. I don't know. But that's basically your answer. It's not a yes or no for me because I don't know. It's you know. And so you really just need to sit with yourself quietly, straight up, just like take some time to just close your eyes and take deep breaths and clear your mind for like a minute, like not literally 1 minute, like several minutes, you know, and then see how you feel. Then ask yourself the question, once you've cleared your mind and kind of grounded yourself again, then ask yourself. And you might be surprised by what you find. But again, it may take a little bit. It may take a little bit of meditation if it's something you're avoiding, because I'm getting heavy avoidance here, heavy avoidance. So it's going to take a minute for you to really be able to be honest with yourself about it, because there's something that your ego is not wanting to accept here. But if you do, it's going to free you. It's going to be so freeing. And then you can move on to, you know, like what it is that you do want. Whatever it is that you were trying to make happen here or make be the truth, it's like, well, maybe that wasn't what I wanted it to be. But again, it's not the end of the road. It's not the end of my story. It's certainly not the end of my destined path here. So now that I'm getting out of my own way, let me see what other blessings are coming for me, you know? Okay, so I'm going to leave that here instead of continuing to ramble on. I hope that wasn't too annoying to get that type of answer. But yeah, let me know what you think if you want to leave a comment or anything. And I hope that I'll see you again in the future. Thank you. Okay, group 4. I love this message. This is awesome. This is such a positive message. It's yes, 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 across the board. Okay. Wow, super significant here that you have all four of the queens. I think that is so cool. I love that. This is telling me that you are very well rounded. You're very balanced. Whatever it is that you're asking about, you may have concerns of, is it time yet? Am I ready yet? Am I able to do this yet? Can I trust this? It's all yes. Yes, you're ready. You have everything it takes, and then some. Yes, it's going to work out. Trust divine timing. Trust yourself. If there's another person involved here, yes, you can trust them. This is all meant to work out for sure. This is a wise decision for you. Whatever this would be wise for you um, to do this. Yes, it is smart. It is a smart decision. You can trust it. You've been planning for this. You've been preparing yourself for this. Maybe your whole lifetime, whatever this is, like you are ready. You're fine. You can do this. And you should feel confident in doing so. Like you really are ready. You're more ready than I think what you think you might be. Yeah, just a lot of good energy here. This is a good omen. Okay, this is you have the blessing of your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever, anything that you're worried about here. Yes, you can do this. You got this. One thing that was coming through, you may need to be conscious of like protecting your energy. I don't know why, just especially right now, and whatever this is, whatever type of project you're starting, it's like you're putting yourself out there in some way. It could be in a relationship, it could be in literally like some project you're starting, a new business you're starting. Um, hmm, yeah, I don't know, just a new job or new partnership of some kind, even if it's not romantic. Like it could be a lot of different things, but it's like you're going to be putting yourself out there in one way or another. Um, and it's just be mindful of just protecting yourself, protecting your energy, especially if some of you have someone from your past who maybe is kind of leeching onto you. Just remember that. Like be again, just be aware of that. If you're ever feeling a little funky, a little like thrown off your balance, maybe just do a little cleansing because it may just be just something like that throwing you off a little bit. But you are very divinely protected here overall. You're protected in this journey of whatever this is here that you're asking about in this decision. Yeah, it looks like you have spent already a long time preparing for this in one way or another, planning, learning, healing. You've done a lot to get to where you are, and it's almost like this, you may have this little sense of perfectionism. I'm like, well, but I'm not completely there yet, like in the physical, like I'm not exactly where I want to be at. Well, you don't have to be though, whatever this is, this leap of faith here that you're taking, it's probably going to get you there. That's going to be another one of those finishing last blocks that need to go onto your tower here, to get to where you're wanting to go. But yeah, this is a really great message overall. That's pretty much what I have for you. It's a definite yes. Be confident in your decision. Um, know that you have everything that it takes, and you were meant to be here right now doing this. You were made for this. Um, and it's going to be a successful outcome for you. And I'm really happy for you. Yeah, you've got like a lot of good, wonderful, awesome things coming your way. And it's like it's good karma. You've got good karma behind you right now. Okay. Yeah, hope this was helpful and congratulations. So happy for you, whatever you're asking about. Good luck, and I hope I'll see you again in the future. All right, group 5. So the answer to your question is a yes, especially if you're asking, like, should you leave this old thing behind and start something new? But for some of you, I feel like you already have. So let me just sort of get in here. So it's a yes, okay? We have the full for your yes or no card. And then when we get into the why here, I want to point out that it is a yes, but there may be moments where you might feel a little discouraged. So don't worry about that. Don't freak out and think that you've made the wrong decision or that this is not right. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be like just super easy, okay? It is going to still take some work on your part. So if you're wondering, is this new person, place, thing, whatever, is this something that I've been manifesting? Is this my manifestation? Yes, it is. But you're not ever done manifesting, right? Because we're always manifesting, we're always creating our reality. So If something is not feeling perfect to you, don't worry, it's not supposed to be perfect. You do still have to take inspired action to make things happen on your part. If you ever start to feel imbalanced um, with this new person thing or whatever it is that you basically, it looks like you've manifested and it is in your reality right now. If it starts to feel like it's not going like you want, go within, pour some into yourself. If you take those worries, those concerns, and you sort of like take a time to reflect on them. Sorry, I'm just like wanting to talk so fast. I'm not really finishing my words. If you take the time to reflect on these worries and these concerns, and really pour into yourself and focus on your healing, like, why would I be triggered by this? What's going on here? Maybe looking at all of the different possible perspectives and scenarios. Like, if it's not happening in the way that I want it to, why is that? Why could that be? I wonder how these other people involved may be feeling, or just taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture, and being very gentle with yourself and reflecting on it in a very personally internal way, just definitely not putting your healing on the back burner through any of this. For some reason, that's a big part of this. But this is meant to work out in your favor, okay? This is meant for you. There is something that, again, the past thing that I sort of mentioned in the beginning. If there's something that it's kind of still there in the background, or you're still thinking about it, and you're like, is that done? Is that over with? Yes, you are supposed to leave that behind. Whatever's in your past, it needs to be put to rest, okay? Put to bed for sure. Because, like, I'm seeing that it's still here. The ending is not completely happened yet. It's not completely over yet. There's something that you may need to forgive and you may be working on that right now. That may be something that you are actively still forgiving and accepting this past situation and working through that. So if you are, great, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Again, don't freak out if things don't look perfect, okay? Because you're starting over in a sense, that whatever you've manifested here, with this person or this situation, this thing that you've wanted. Yes, this is it. Whatever you're asking about, if you're asking if this is my manifestation, is this the person, is this the thing, is this the job, is this the time, the answer is all yes to that. But be gentle with yourself in this new beginning. Be gentle. Again, like, if you need to take some time to sit with yourself, then definitely do that. Don't lose sight of your direction, of your goals, of your long-term goal here. Just don't lose sight of that. Remember what it is that you have been wanting to manifest. Because, again, just because this is here right now and it is a yes, this is what you've manifested, you're still manifesting, like, tomorrow and all of your future, So just, like, don't stop doing that. Don't lose sight of exactly where you want to go, and don't lose your direction. And continue to put yourself as a top priority, because you have to take care of yourself. But yeah, this looks good though for the most part. It looks like you've got something good happening for you, some sort of new beginning. Again, I feel like there's like a couple different sort of scenarios here. If it's like you haven't seen your manifestation come in quite yet, and you're wondering, is it coming, and do I need to leave this behind? Yes, it is time to take that leap of faith. Yes, it is time to do that. If there is already something in your reality right now and you're like, whoa, is this what I've been asking for? Yes, it is. So yeah, it's like two different sort of stages there in this same story. So it'll depend on your situation, where you are on that timeline. But yeah, everything's going to work out just fine. Just, yeah, don't put yourself on the back burner throughout this. And definitely trust yourself and trust your gut at the end of the day. Trust your heart to lead you where you should be led. You're doing great. I love this for you. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to leave it here. And I hope that I'll see you again in one of my future videos. Thank you.